Game 1 of the Clippers-Nuggets series lived up to the hype. The Clippers took control early, but the Nuggets rallied to force overtime. Russell Westbrook came up huge in the clutch against his former team, hitting a three at the end of regulation and forcing a Clippers turnover late in OT to seal the win, 112-110. Carlos Boozer joining the party. Booze, great to have you with us. All warmed up after Get Up. Yeah, great to have you. All right, HOF, we're coming to you. What stood out to you the most from the Clippers' loss?
Shannon, it's you, man.
I don't think
There's only one Hall of Famer.
I don't know if Shannon can.
Well, look.
Hear me. Oh.
Go ahead.
All right, don't worry, Shannon. We'll take care of your technical difficulties. You get all set. Booze, I'm coming to you. What stood out to you most?
I honestly thought that they just dominated. I thought Denver did a great job having toughness. They did a phenomenal job of weathering the storm. Clippers looked great. They played great basketball, but somehow the Nuggets got it done. Jokic was outstanding. Russell Westbrook impacted winning on so many ways. Offensive rebounds, hits that big three in the corner, just caused havoc, did a great job of helping the Nuggets get the win in overtime.
Stephen A?
Listen, this is the thing that bothered me. Key stat here I want to throw out to you, Carlos, because, I mean, listen, it was the Clippers' game to win. They lost it. It was right in their hands. They never turn over the ball with that level of frequency, not a Ty Lue team. Okay, defensively, they were right in the mix. Jeff Van Gundy continuing to do the outstanding job that he's been doing. Can't say enough about James Harden. He was in foul trouble, but he showed up. This wasn't one of those playoff games where he didn't show up. He showed up, okay? Norman, bad game. I know he will recover from that because that brother is just, I love me some Norman Powell. It was not a great game for him by any stretch of the imagination. I don't see that happening to him 2 games in a row. Here's to me what should alarm us all. Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, he scored 22 points, 60% shooting. He wasn't that big of a factor at all in the fourth quarter. And then in clutch time, this is clutch time, right? In the game 1 loss, clutch time, Kawhi Leonard, 10-plus minutes, 2 points on just 2 field goal attempts, no free throws at all with 2 turnovers. Now, is that the Kawhi Leonard you know? Is that the 2-time champion and the 2-time Finals MVP that you know? This brother, Kawhi Leonard, when it's time, when he's healthy, and it's time to show up. The brother is money. Money. I don't know what happened to him on Saturday. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait a minute, I expected more from this. I mean, he was a complete non-factor when it counted most. And that turnover that Jamal Murray caused right near the Clippers is very uncharacteristic of him, too. He just didn't seem to be there at all when it counted. And I think the thing that alarms me most is the 2 field goal attempts. That ain't Kawhi Leonard either, Booze. That's not Kawhi Leonard. You know when it's money time, you know Ty Lue and them going to make sure to get the ball in his hands. He just didn't have it. He just didn't have it.
Stephen,
and that,
I want to bring
me,
Shannon back in here.
about.
Shay, I know you got us now. What stood out to you most from the Clippers' loss?
Well, I think the Nuggets are going to have to ride the Russ roller coaster. I mean, he came in, you know, he was 6 or 17, Stephen A. from the field. He's gonna make plays where you're like, Russ, what are you doing? But by the same breath, you're gonna like, oh my gosh. You look at the second chance opportunities that he gave him. You look at the hustle plays that he gave him. You look at the big 3 that he hit. So you're gonna have to ride that roller coaster. Stephen A., you're absolutely right. The Clippers, James Harden was sensational. Zubac was amazing. It was Kawhi, and he got off to a great start. And I'm like, Nuggets, this is not looking good because you let their 2 best players get going early. I thought James Harden got in foul trouble. I think that hurt him a little bit, Stephen A., because they weren't able to build on the momentum that they had created in the beginning. And then everything that you said was true. Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter, he wasn't good at all, Stephen A. The turnovers, he didn't seem aggressive, and the Nuggets got their confidence back. Russ hit a big 3. Christian Brown hit a big 3, and that was the end of the ball game. But if I'm the Clippers, Stephen A., I'll live with this. I'll live with Russ taking that shot. I got to because I can't overhelp. And leave Jokic one-on-one. But by the same token, Jamal Murray got to go and hit some big shots late in the ball game. But you can live with Russ. If Russ is going to play like this and hit big shots, you just have to live with it. But it's going to be a roller coaster, and you just have to withstand those type of runs.
I'll give you the final word.
Stephen A., don't you want to give the Nuggets defense credit for the Kawhi not getting shots off in the fourth quarter for that turnover Jamal Murray did?
Well,
I feel like you got to give Nuggets a little bit of credit. Defensively.
Well, I don't mean to take any credit away from them. Okay. And certainly they deserve credit. What I'm saying, Booze, is this. we have to take into consideration the level of expectations we have for somebody like a Kawhi Leonard. We even point to his health. I got a stat here from 2017 to 2020. This is Kawhi's numbers in the postseason. 29.3 points on a true shooting percentage of 63.3% over 60 playoff games. The brother was money, okay? Now what you have is a situation that he's missed coming into this game. He had missed 15 of the Clippers' previous 19 playoff games due to injury. So you come back, okay, he's healthy. What we look at, and then we got to look at what he's been looking like. Since March, since the beginning of March, 25.7 points, 52% shooting from the field, 43% shooting from three-point range. The brother has been money, and the Clippers were the #1 offense in basketball over the last 21 games with Kawhi Leonard on the court. So not only do I have the past, but I have the present, how he was looking and how he was reminding us of what we had grown accustomed to seeing whenever he was healthy enough to be on the court. So even though we can give the Denver Nuggets credit, I'm not going to sit up there and go like this, oh, I'm just going to give the Nuggets credit. You deserve all the credit in the world for making Kawhi Leonard look that way. Something wasn't there for Kawhi Leonard. We've seen him go against elite defenses before. It didn't stop him. But suddenly, this Saturday, only 2 attempts in clutch time? 2 shots? No. I can't look at Denver for that. I got to look at him. You got to go get that ball, Bulls. You know that.
All right, I want to focus in on another moment. Shannon, I'll come to you on this. A crazy scene late in the game when Clippers assistant coach Jeff Van Gundy tried to wrestle the ball away from Jokic, who wanted to inbound the ball. You can see it right there. Shannon, what'd you think of this?
God. But first of all, we know Jeff Van Gundy will hold on to things because we've seen him hold on to Alonzo Mourning's legs, and now it's the basketball. Come on, Jeff, let the ball go. The man, they tried to run a quick play, try to get the ball inbound. And coaches look at it. You see him got Alonzo Mourning leg. Come on, coach, man. You got to let people go, man. You got to let things that don't belong to you, you got to let it go, coach. Look. It was gamesmanship in a situation like that because he knew Nikola Jokic wanted to get the ball. They didn't want to have to run the risk of the officials replaying a situation like that. So he tried to get the ball and try to get it in as quick as possible. Coach Van Gundy probably wanted the refs to take another look at it. Maybe it flops up on the Jumbotron. But it's just gamesmanship, booze.
S.A.?
Well, you know, that's how it goes. Listen, it's Jeff Van Gundy, man. I mean, we kind of forgive him for holding on to stuff. We kind of forgive him. If there's one person we can forgive for holding on to stuff because it's consistent, it would be him. You understand? So, I mean, it was funny to see personally. Obviously, it reminded us all of Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning getting into it many years ago, and Jeff Van Gundy coming into the fray with his small self compared to those two dudes and holding on to Alonzo's leg. But it's all right. It's gamesmanship. You're trying to prevent him from getting the ball, and doing this thing where you can talk about Jokic. We understand that. It's no big deal. It was fun to see. I ain't gonna lie. It was fun.
Nah, it was funny. It was a smart play, too.